My name is Shradha Pandey. I am from India. I work on a project called Grassroots Energy Management Support, which is GEMS. It's a project to bring about inclusive energy transition in rural households in India. So my formative years, I studied in a Christian convent school near Bangalore in Karnataka. After that, I wrote the common law admission test and got into a law university. But the inflection point actually started much earlier because I came from a very rural household in Tindoli village in Uttar Pradesh. And I had seen my grandmother cooking on the open pit stove. I had seen the women in the households cooking on open pit stoves, collecting firewood, making the cow dung cakes, which are used as the fuel for the open pit stoves. So all of that was something that I wanted to change because all of those issues were predominantly affecting only women, and they were often overlooked. As long as the food was cooked, all of those issues were not important, which is why I realized that there's something that needs to be done for the communities at the grassroots. And that is how the project came about for inclusive energy transition in India. He said, you have to be the change you want to see in the world. So a leader who's able to understand and articulate the problems after empathizing with the households is something that I believe makes the true leader. So there are several key qualities, starting with vision, being able to have a vision about what you want the future to look like, how you want the households to further and uplift them from their current level of livelihoods. The next would be passion and perseverance that you bring, that you understand that there is a level of determination that is required for you to participate and take this forward. In addition to that, I think communication is one more key aspect that makes a good leader a leader, because he has to not only communicate the goal to the communities that you want to work with, but also to others to help them understand what it is that is important for those households. So a few of the obstacles that we still face in the energy transitions arena in India and environmental sustainability include funding and external sources of funding for the households, because the lack of infrastructure, the lack of economic support for the households to transition is something that is crucial and that is important for them to overcome, to come to that next stage where they can implement and continue using the processes and using the renewable energy sources. And for me, as an individual, it's leadership and advocacy to bring up the issues and to make sure that they're articulated and they're presented. The vision is always kept at the forefront of the activities that is being done. The next is mentorship, and mentorship of young leaders, young volunteers who are coming up in the arena, who do not know how to take this forward or who need even a little bit of help, making sure that you're available for them, being there for them, to collaborate with them. And the next is actively supporting and collaborating with other communities, other regions, other leaders, to see how those learnings can be implemented in our localities, our communities. So these are a few key things that I think I want to highlight. And I mean, the challenges that I highlighted are huge, but a strategic planning and a mission-driven impact that is focused on these, I think it can take it forward. So that's what I'm planning to do in the future.